It's going to kill me not to paint the whole inside of this boat because it's going to look hideous. I'm not going ahead and making it uniform looking. This really is killing me not to do that. But man, this boat ain't worth it. I got to keep telling myself. I know. Well, all right, guys, it's fun driving this little boat with that motor. I'm really surprised. I thought maybe I would get, 6 or 7 miles an hour on this boat. If y'all recall, I did the little Dakota, the 10-foot boat, which it did have a lot of weight on it. I added, a floor and a deck, trolling motor and all that, but it was a 1030. And this boat right here is a 1230. And I don't have any weight in it other than me, and I got a little can of gas just in case. I didn't know how much gas I had in this. I threw the little motor on the back of the boat real quick, or actually inside the boat before I left. And really that's it. I got one fishing pole and a paddle, and I got a piece of hydro turf laid in here just to protect the motor on the way down. But this thing got 13 miles an hour. It's a little pocket rocket, little 3-horse Yamaha on this 12-foot boat. I don't know, maybe it's, some aerodynamics. Man, I will say that little 10-foot boat is heavy as crap. I can pick this whole boat up by myself, just over my head. At 10-foot Dakota, I could not, before I put anything on it. It's just a lot heavier boat, probably just thicker metal because it's a newer boat. So I guess that's part of it, and like I said, I added a lot of weight to that little Dakota boat. But this little build, I feel like a lot of it was kind of cringy. The paint job was cringy, and me sanding it down was cringy. But a lot of it, a lot of people out there, I ain't dissing if you're not having money to throw at these boats, because I'll be getting the same boat, mind the pun. This stuff's expensive. Everything's expensive nowadays, and hopefully somebody out there ain't got a couple $100 to buy a boat, and maybe another couple $100 to fix it or do a couple things to it. So hopefully somebody got a little bit of info from this little build. I say build, that's a little, use that term loosely on this boat. It was fun. It was a little change of pace, I guess. I needed a little filler in between boat builds, which I got a boat now, and I've already done a couple videos on it, to be honest with you. And I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a full build. And I really appreciate you guys that have watched this little mini series. I'm not going to be able to get much for this boat. I'm probably going to list it on Marketplace for $300. And somebody throws me $200, I might go ahead and take it. Which, I wouldn't be really making any money. I got this boat with the budget build trailer, and I just didn't want to throw a lot of money into this boat. That's why I ended up getting a little Dakota to use for that build instead. So essentially, I don't have any money in the boat itself. I had that coated stuff. I bought it when I first bought this boat, but the Dakota didn't have any leaks in it, so I didn't use any of it on that. I think that stuff was like $36. I had the wood for the transom. I had all the bolts for the transom. I had all the paint. All that stuff, you can't just say it was free, because I paid money for it. But then again, that gray paint that I used on here was over a year old, and it was starting to get a little chunky. I didn't have much more life in it, so it was a good thing I went ahead and used it, because I probably wouldn't be able to use it again. It'd just go bad on me. This is a little bit different than the videos I have been doing. But like I said, man, a lot of people out there, it's not easy building a boat. And, sometimes you just need to do something cheap. And I hope this video kind of shows that. This boat, like I said, I looked up the scrap on it. And the scrap was like $86. And I come real close to scrapping it. And I thought, well, you know what? Let's just do I know I just did a budget build, but this is like a for real, I ain't got much money, but I want to go fishing build. This is what this is. I hope somebody can see it as that, whoever buys it. I ain't trying to make no money off of it. $300, all the time I put into it, I really ain't making anything if I got it $300 for it. You got to kind of enjoy doing this. I get a bunch of questions on videos asking, how much money do I make flipping boats? And, is it possible they're thinking about doing the same thing? And I will say it's not worth it. What I make on YouTube kind of helps me out a lot, and also I just enjoy tinkering with boats. So if it wasn't for that, I would not be doing this. I would not suggest anybody to go out and just try to flip boats like I'm doing, because really it just ain't no money in it right now. The economy sucks. That's what I blame it on. Last year, the 2 or 3 boats I did, I made a little bit of money, at least paid myself back labor, if anything. And this year I've broke even on pretty much every boat I've done. But you guys watching and supporting the channel has really helped. While I'm on that subject, I know I've always kind of prided myself on not asking people to like, share, and subscribe and all that mess. But I feel like I'm come to a crossroads with the channel. It's actually, the subscriber count is kind of leveled off. I'm still in the green, but it's slowed down a lot the past couple of months. Now, I don't know, that could be because the change of season, hunting season's kind of coming up and less people are fishing versus, the springtime when everybody's kind of gearing up. But I will go ahead and say, I really appreciate it if you guys do like, share, subscribe. If you haven't, this isn't a great series to be asking that, because I just don't really see this little mini series getting very many views. It's done a lot better than I thought. And I really appreciate that. It makes me feel like my core people are really interested in the stupid stuff I'm doing, and hopefully are getting a little bit of information out of this stuff. I'm in no ways a know-it-all. I was raised to be humble with everything I do. That's one reason I kind of put the disclaimer on the beginning of my videos, because I don't want people to think that, you know, this is what you need to do. I know what I'm doing. I'm straight up tinkering with boats, and, you know, most of the time having a good time doing it. I enjoy all the comments and talking with people, this, that, and the other, and, you know, it's enjoyable. But I can't just keep doing it for free. I would like to see the channel continue to grow. Like I said, we kind of come to a plateau right now, and I'm hoping that we can get over this little hump and get back to where it's growing a little bit better, because that would make me feel a little bit better about doing all this stuff. So, and like I said, if you have yet to subscribe to the channel, I'd really appreciate it. You know, I feel like I've been a lot more consistent this year with uploads. I've tried to do at least one a week. It gets really tough. Newer people, you know, haven't really talked about my regular job, but I'll work 7 days a week. I literally get off 2 or 3 days a month, and that's it. And I try to divide that time with my kids and my fiance. So it's tough working. I work night shift too. I work 11 to 7. So that's why you see me working on boats all the time. I straight up come home from work and work on these boats for 4 or 5 hours. Like I say, it's not just work. You know, I do find a lot of enjoyment to it. But like I said, if it wasn't for the YouTube money rolling in once a month, I would have done hung this up, because it just would be too much into my pocketbook. It's already, I feel like, too much into my time, my free time. So that's what I'm talking about at a crossroads. Like I said, I got another boat build that I've already started on. I think it's going to hit at a good time with the route I'm going on this next boat build. So I'm hoping maybe it will help out some with the subscribers and views and watch hours and stuff like that. But I really do believe that this is what I don't really understand, or this is my reasoning on this is, I think my channel gets a lot of views for the amount of subscribers I have. So that's why I want to kind of throw it out there on this video that, you know, if you haven't subscribed yet, you know, I'd really appreciate it if you did. I hate when channels do that, ask for it. I'd like it to be organic. No, I don't work with anybody. It's just me fooling around with these boats. Me and you guys, really. The people that are still watching this video, me ramble on about everything. And couldn't do it without you guys. And like I said, if you hadn't hit that like button yet, it really does. It makes a big difference with YouTube and their algorithm. Before, I've just done without asking for any kind of help. Y'all just been doing it on your own. The ones that have been doing it, man, I really appreciate it. The ones that have not, new viewers, I know it's kind of weird, because you know, you can watch YouTube on your TV now, and that kind of cock blocks on liking and subscribing and all that stuff. So if you would, you know, you're watching on TV, I'd really appreciate it if you took a little bit of time out, found me on the YouTube app or however you're doing on your computer, and give the channel a subscribe. I'd really like to see my numbers jump up for the next couple of months going into next year, just to help give me some momentum and some steam. I'm scared I'm gonna get burnt out during hunting season, having to come home and work on boats instead of going to scout and stuff like that. So being able to divide my time between hunting season and my regular job and my family, you know, it's going to be a little rough. Last year, you know, I took off, which I had a viable excuse with the whole union strike we went through last year. But like I said, I'd like to have a little bit of steam added to the channel, or at least steam for me to really push through this season. Like I said, I got a boat. I already worked on it. I've already got one video uploaded that should be probably the first part of next week. We'll go ahead and start that series. And I pretty much got 2 other videos that I still like a little bit of work to do to finish them. So I'm glad I got ahead. This little boat right here really helped with that, because I was able to work on this and upload these, and it gave me some filler while I got caught up. All right, I'm gonna end it at that, and see if I can't get this thing back to the boat ramp and load it back up in the truck, throw it on Marketplace, and see if I can't get a little folding money to add to the next build. Well, I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me through these cringy videos. and I'll see you on the next one.